Yeah, triple double banger. We're talking about Jimmy's trial. I originally thought this was going to be some kind of court case, but it turns out that it is going through a sewer to find a key, matey. So let's go over some different kind of speculations with this. Game starting tomorrow. They did delay the initial mint from last night until midday today. I said midday as an Eastern midday, but it was in the morning for PST time. To get into the sewer and ever closer to Jimmy's butthole, you'll need a sewer pass, which every BAYC and MAYC holder can claim for free starting January 18th. Anyone with a sewer pass will be able to play even if you don't hold an ape. These are one-time claims. To see if a sewer pass has already been claimed for a BAYC, MAYC, or a BAKC token, use the token checker. On January 19th, the sewer opens and there's a lot of crap in there. The hole in space-time flooded the sewer with powerful cosmic fragments. This is a skill-based mint. The longer you survive and the more fragments you pick up, the higher your score and greater your reward. You can play from January 19th to February 8th. You'll get 3 weeks to play as many times as you want. Players will be rewarded based on their performance in the sewer. When the sewer closes, the leaderboard freezes. After scores are validated, eligible sewer passes will prepare for the summoning, and the highest score gets the key. Gary's been studying the box and comparing notes compiled from forgotten archives. He thinks conditions are right to perform a summoning ritual that will bring an incredible power source from another dimension into our world. Kind of sounds like Transformers. Gary will be watching you in the sewer on February 15th. Eligible sewer passes can participate in the summoning. Your best score will determine what it reveals. So this is where we can get into a little bit of the speculation, because we don't know what the NFT is going to be other than what looks like artifacts. So this power source, and then the question is, what is it used for? And I think one angle of this that would be very speculative of me, what if the top tier for the power source, or to get the strongest power source, isn't just getting a tier 4 NFT? It is actually a combination of tier 4, tier 3, 2, and 1. And so this is also where things get a little bit interesting, because initially we have the sewer pass mint, which is happening right now. We're going into the Evolution 1 interactive skill-based mint, and then we go into minigame set 1, and then you can either go straight to minigame set 2, or you can combine it with a Bored Ape Kennel Club dog. When the Bored Ape Kennel Dog mint originally happened, they had royalties that were attached to the NFTs, which were used for donating to animal shelters, and they took away those royalties after the first few weeks, and they haven't had any royalties since. But Gordon Goner on December 20th of last year tweeted, should Yuga turn back on the 2.5% royalty for doggos after a year of collecting none so we can stop rugging ourselves and actually develop more cool shit for them? We discussed a minute ago about potentially needing a combination of all 4 tiers for the top tier of whatever we're doing this for. But the question I pose to you is, how are the reward systems going to work? Because we know the top score, I think, irregardless of the key type, is going to get the key NFT, which is going to be like the equivalent of a Mega Mutant times a billion. But going back to the mobile game, Apes vs. Mutants, and the prize pool for there. So first place winner, the BAYC pinball machine, a custom-built arcade piece, the Mutant Mobile, a converted 2002 Honda Accord decked out in MAYC Regala. Performance not great. Smell bad. And then we can go down to the other ones, and this probably isn't going to be in the correct order, but top 50, Curtis Bronze Cast Statue. Top 50, MAYC Sewer Grate Sculpt. Top 100, Mutant Ape Beer Stein. Top 100, Artisan Made BAYC Bong. Top 250, Trippy's Captain's Hat. Top 500, Curtis Plush Toy. Top 250, Trash Scented Candle for the Discerning Mutant Ape. The question becomes, is this kind of a hint at how this is going to play out? Because we know that everyone is playing within these different tiers, but score is supposed to matter. Unless it's a scenario where it doesn't. And you're just playing those different tiers, and you're going to get a generic mint for each of those tiers as long as you played. But for the first place winner, they get the key and that's it. But assuming that there's going to be a lot more depth to it, maybe we look at it and say, okay, so top 1 gets the key. And then is it the top 100 scores that follow it get the second best thing, irregardless of tier? Is it the top 1,000 players, irregardless of tier, that get the same mint? Is it going to be, well, if you score within the top 10 while holding a tier 3, it would be the equivalent of somebody scoring within the top 500 of tier 4? There's a lot of questions with it, and it gives a lot to speculate on. And then further to this, I just thought I would kind of take a look at what some of the sales were for Bored Apes the other day compared to now. So a Bored Ape just a few days ago was going for about 75 ETH, and a dog was going about 8.8 ETH. So it's 114K plus 13K equals about $127,000, or if we're being specific, 83.3 ETH. Currently, a BAYC is at 67 ETH, so just shy of a 10 ETH down. And again, this is kind of rough numbers, not exactly, but otherwise $102,000 American. And the kennel dogs are down to 6 ETH from that 8.8, which is about $9,000. So $111,000 currently compared to the $127,000 before, with the sewer key that needed a BAYC and a dog, trading for about 4.1 ETH, which is $6,000-ish dollars. Ignoring fees and everything right now, between the two, that's about a $15,000 difference, or 10 ETH. Again, you would have been able to get half of that back from the sewer key, but overall, if we're comparing, it's 83.3 ETH before, and now it's at 73 ETH, and that's without the notion of, hey, maybe you win the first key or whatever, but it's interesting just to see how this is holding up. We do know that over in Bendow, there was a hell of a lot of apes that were in there. I don't know if that's still the case. We're going to take a little bit of a peek. So there is 357 active collaterals going on there. So that was pushing almost 400 before, but we haven't seen any kind of like mass capitulation on anything, and the floor is holding up pretty well. I was expecting kind of a little bit more of a massive move, and that didn't happen. So, curious if you guys got any extra thoughts with the sewer Jimmy trial, the game, and all that kind of stuff, but hope you enjoyed this little video. I have a video way back of actually minting Bored Apes. I do a ton of different collection interviews with founders, and definitely take a gander if you're kind of bored, checking all the stuff from the past 2 years of the NFT space, a couple of gems in there, and all the crazy stuff in between.